Well, hello and welcome everyone to SRL TV here on this Tuesday night. We're here in Wales. We've got New Zealand taking on the Welsh side for what is essentially a semi-final match. I'll paint the picture of how this works. New Zealand, they just need to win. Wales, a victory by 25 points will put them into the World Cup final. My name is Jack Carl. I'm joined in the commentary box by the one and only former commissioner, Lachlan Martin. How are you, Lachlan?
Yeah, thanks, Jack. Thanks for having me. Obviously, both teams looking to find something. Obviously, international pride on the line. Even if Wales, obviously, been out of touch, need to get a 25-point victory to make, obviously, the playoffs in the World Cup final. Obviously, a disappointing loss last week. They really wanted that win to set this game up perfectly, but loss last week makes things a little bit difficult for them. 25 points they did beat New Zealand by, who have been very dominant so far. Obviously, 2 big wins over England and Ireland. It's going to be tough for Wales, but anything's possible. 25 points, definitely not absolutely insane. So we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, definitely. And I think an interesting point to make about this game is potentially for one of these teams, not potentially, it is for one of these teams, the final game they will play on Rugby League Live for SRL. Obviously, the winner of the World Cup final will go on to versus Australia. So whoever wins this game, whoever makes it through, will have potentially 2 more games left in them. What's your tip, Lachlan?
Oh, look, we'd all love to see the upset. I'm going to go for it this year. I don't think it's going to be enough. I can't see them winning by 25 points, but I'm going to say they, make their jersey proud tonight, Wales, and win by, we'll say 4 points. 4-point victory to Wales.
Wales by 4. Interesting. I think I'm going to take New Zealand by how many? I think the Kiwis have got a very strong outfit, and I think Wales have been dominant in the international period over the last 2 seasons, but I can't see them getting it done today without Riley Flynn. And and a good first set there from the New Zealand team, and we'll enter a bit of a holding pattern in this game. Hopefully, get a bit of a grind out.
Yeah, look, obviously, Wales, just want to keep going set to set New Zealand to start this game. Obviously, no early errors. They don't need to go anything too expansive. I think if they get to win this game, they need to look for their forward pack. Very experienced guys, obviously. Jordan Lewis, Jesse Bennett, Wally Allen, Aaron O'Hare, guys that have been around for quite a while now. That's where the game's going to be won for them. Not for any flashy stuff from the outside back. It's going to be one for that forward pack.
Yeah, 100%. And I think an interesting thing to raise about this Wales team is they've had a big change from this week. Garcia going to fullback, unproven. I don't even know if he's ever played fullback in his SRL career. Might have played in the Mines. Interesting move there from the Welsh. Obviously, Riles has been going pretty well out the back. So I think ease him into the game, get them moving through the forwards to begin with, as the Kiwis have been doing in this set with Kausakau there. And we're in the danger zone here for a kick return. That little 40 to 40 period, and there, yeah, Garcia. I'm not 100% certain about the Garcia selection.
Yeah, look, obviously unproven at fullback. It's gonna be interesting to see how he goes there. It's a tough one for him. Come up, in a different position against one of the best teams in the world. Obviously, New Zealand, a very tough outfit. They're tough to beat by any team, let alone an understrength team, and it's gonna be tough to see how Garcia goes in the fullback jersey at the moment. Hopefully, good stuff is a good break there by Tama.
Yeah, and that's a very good selection there. They've had Aaron O'Hare at 9 for this competition, and Tama Tutafa into the starting role for the first time. We see another set completed. This is exactly what the Welsh will want, as NBT makes a very good break there. The Welsh will want those kind of sets, but they'll need to defend their kick returns a bit better than that.
Yeah, that wasn't a great defense there. They were going at him one-on-one. You can't be going at those, fast fullbacks and wingers one-on-one. They're too fast. They'll just step straight past you. You need to get numbers in the tackles, and that's not exactly what they need. There was another breaks made there.
Bunts up the middle. He gets the offload to Wallace. It seems to do not too much good. Filippo Gould will take a big hit up. He had a big week last week. And a big run, a good offload as well. Kobe Johnston now playing the ball in the red zone. Thomas Wallace will look to the left to Hugh Snow. He'll take him on. He takes himself out of the last play, though. That's not a good sign. I think it'll be Kobe Johnston with the kicking duties on the last. It does go to Kobe Johnston. He puts the bomb up toward the left. The winger, Bunty Cambolo. It's a tap back from Maxwell. The Bunce, and Bunce will score.
Yeah, great play there by New Zealand. A beautiful kick up in the air. You know how dangerous they could be in the tap back straight to Bunce, and you can't give them that much room. Can't be tackled in one-on-one. I'm not sure what some of the Welsh defenders are doing there. Some of them are in no man's land there, and Bunce, he's a veteran. Former LB Strange winner, and he just steps straight through, and he scores the opening try there for the New Zealand Kiwis.
Yeah, and I got to say, that set just showed the difference in class in these two outfits. Nahana, Broughton, Thompson, you don't give them any space. It all started from that. I think they started their set on the 40-meter line, maybe even further than that, like 45-ish. And then just through the middle, big run from Filippo Gould. He's having a very good tournament. And the Kiwis, just too much. They're too good.
Yeah, it looked too easy there for Wales. You know, they let their New Zealand forwards get way too much momentum, just up the middle. And then it was a brilliant kick up in the air, and obviously there's only 1 minute it's going to be finishing it off, and it's always going to be Chance Bunce. It's just always there, right place, right time, and he got the try to start off the game, and already New Zealand are ahead early on in this one.
Well, I brought this up in commentary a couple of weeks ago with the New Zealand game. I said that Bunce would have to be up there for the greatest ever SRL player, Lachlan. Who is your GOAT of the SRL?
Look, I think, you know, Bunce, I think he's ever won a premiership. I think that really sets him apart. If I went to it, I'd probably say, it's tough. I think maybe Barnes, he's had a couple big games, big moments. Won a couple, medals. His team always seems to do well, but Bunce, I think, at least at the international level, I think he's to be up there. But if you look at just the international footy, because he's always makes his New Zealand team proud anytime he puts on the jersey.
Yeah, 100%. Always puts in 100% effort. Has Barnes won a LB Strange medal?
Yeah, he has won one. Doesn't have... He actually, I think, is one of the only players to win it while not playing finals footy. He won it in season 3 without actually playing in finals. So it just shows how dominant he was in that season.
That season where the Raiders just missed out narrowly. Barnes playing for New South Wales. He might get selected for the Australian team. You'd probably expect that.
Sorry, did you say Barnes or has Bunce won a Melbourne Strange medal?
Barnes.
Oh, if we said Bunce. No, Barnes has won. He won one in season 2.
Yep. Okay, I'm with you. Bunty Cambolo now making a break. The Welsh, they really need to work on that kick return defense. It's not too damaging there, but you can just tell that they get off to a very quick start to their sets, the Kiwis. So they want to sharpen that defense up on those centers. That might be the reason they've moved Mitch Riles out there, but
that's what they needed.
Yeah, big intercept there from Cody Ogg. The Kiwis just trying too much, and now they give a hold and tackle penalty from Tatara Maxwell. And the Wales, they're right on the front foot now.
Yeah, this is exactly what they need, obviously. An error there from New Zealand, a hold and tackle penalty. Discipline costing them here in New Zealand. They can't be too ill-disciplined. Obviously, they have probably the more star power over Wales, but you cannot underestimate this Welsh team. They are very, very talented if you give them space, and now they have a chance to prove it.
Yeah, and big shot there from Kasikal. They'll need to muscle up in defense here. Wales, they're very good in the red zone as Wally Allen pushes forward. They've got their shape set up to the right. They'll go from Luke Thompson onto Jaden Garcia. I'm sorry for doubting ya. It's too easy. He steps one player. He gets under the post. You see Aaron O'Hare and Tama Tutafa celebrating with him. The crowd's gone wild here in Wales. And Jaden Garcia, he's got a bit of footwork to him.
Yeah, again, that looked a little bit too easy there. You know, he just attacked the line with pace, and the Warriors, the New Zealand middle defense probably needed to be a little bit better there. They just gave him too much room, man. You give any SRL player with a little bit of footwork, too much room close to the line, they'll make you pay. You know, he's very talented. He was very talented in Lions Cup. He's obviously now very talented in the SRL. And, yeah, again, that looked too easy, and Welsh hit the front early on.
Yeah, well, Damien Moana, captain of this Kiwi side, he is going to be captaining the Warriors, Lachlan. So a little bit of a slip there, but that's exciting for Damo. He wants to really tick off his SRL career, SRL 1.0 captaincy career with a World Cup win, and I think that the Kiwis are in the box seat. Samoa, obviously going to be a big challenge for them as well.
Yo, Wales have another 23 points to score to to make it happen. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, good stuff for them nonetheless here.
Yeah, definitely, and they want a strong set after points. It's always the mantra from coaches. And Jordan Lewis moving into the prop role. I know he loves the 13, but good to see him in that 8. I think it's his strongest position. And you see that with a big break up the middle. Latrell Bolt, Canberra Raiders rookie, unable to make a dent onto Tyra Maxwell. And to be fair, pretty classy opponent you're coming up against. They'll kick it down the guts of Bunty Cambolo. And yeah, that's a really solid set after points.
Yeah, that's exactly what Wales needed. Our good set, a good kick, and even a better chase. And, you know, kick's only as good as its chase, and that chase was really good. They got straight down their numbers and tackles. Bunty broke the first tackles you expect, but his backup play was there as the Kiwis get a bit expansive there, but they read it well and take Kowski out to the ground.
Yeah, well, it's already third tackle. The Kiwis struggling to make meters in this set, which will be good for Wales. And they'll get a chance for their own kick return try if this goes well. They're going to go for the 40-20. Tyler Matangi playing in the halfback. It's a pretty good kick. It doesn't quite have the distance to it. And Jaden Garcia.
Yeah, wow. They're really starting to get on top of this game. The Kiwis, they look a bit shook up at the moment. They scored that first try, and since then it's been all Wales, and all of a sudden, second tackle, they're just short off halfway, and they're looking real solid here, Wales, at the moment.
Yeah, well, and Jordan Lewis has been the orchestrator of that through the middle, as well as Jaden Garcia. The Welsh, I hope they put up a good fight today, because it would be quite a fairy tale story for them to make the World Cup final. Tutafa will send it out to Bennett, who's pokes his nose through. Thomas Wallace holds on just barely. This will be the last tackle. They have the chance for an attacking kick. They mis-executed a little bit. Aaron O'Hare will just take the tackle. Just a bit of poor execution there from Wales.
Yeah, so I'm not sure who it was. Someone getting in the way there, and the ball just knocked them on the head. A bit of a falcon there, and all of us. Yeah, they needed to have a better kick there. They almost said disappointed from Wales, and the Kiwis will take that as they go up the field here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Welsh, I don't know how many opportunities they're going to get in this game. I mean, so far they've been solid. They've been getting their opportunities relatively evenly to the Kiwis. But I don't think Lewis will be happy with them missing that chance. Hugh Snow flirts with the sideline. Throws the intercept to Hayden Mellett. I think they're just losing their cool a little bit, the Kiwis here, Lachlan.
Yeah, they tried to chance out a bit, and the Wales side are just making them pay. They're not doing the basics right at the moment, the New Zealand Kiwis. They just need to, go through the sets. They have to earn the right to play footy here, and they haven't really earned it right. They're trying to throw the ball around a bit, chance their arm, and so far, hasn't really worked out for them.
Oh, Mitch Riles, this is the space. He just has bunts to beat. He gets tackled very strongly there. That's a try-saving tackle. They'll go down the short side. Luke Thompson, I thought he was going to fling the pass out to Michael Crimp there. They lay on him for a bit long. Thought they might have blown a penalty. They'll go to Aaron O'Hare. Grab a kick to Garcia. It hits the post. And Thomas Wallace has got space. Beats one tackle. Thomas Wallace, I think he's going to get caught here by Luke Thompson. He's got support on the outside. He doesn't use it. And this is what the Kiwis wanted. They've got a full set down in the red zone of the Welsh. It goes through Hodgson, who's come on the field in the last 3 minutes. Jordan Lewis makes the tackle. Hugh Snow outside, inside. It's going to be...
What a pass.
What has happened there? I don't know what Nahana Broughton Thompson's doing as well.
Bit of New Zealand magic right there, bit of international dust. Well, they have the ball back now, so they have a full set on the line.
Wow. Was that intentional, do you think, Lachlan?
I mean, sure, we'll go with that.
Very intentional. The Welsh, you could say that's a Welsh error. And the Kiwis now with a prime opportunity to take the lead back. Damien Moana playing in the second row.
Wales, they need to do better than that. They can't be allowing balls to be thrown into the sideline like that.
And that's a good tackle on Cameron Hodgson. Driving tackle. It's the 4th. They have 2 plays left. Short ball to Kobe Johnston. He's going to try the crash play. Oh, good tackle from Tamatu Tuffa and Aaron O'Hare. Go back to Snow. Bomb. It's a good bomb.
Watch out.
It's Bunce again. No, it's Tatara. He doesn't put the ball down. And great defense from the Welsh.
Yeah, look, a bit of ball on the line now. This time the defenders, they're going to go short side here.
Oh, no, he's getting too close. Oh. They caught a bit of the...
They've actually caught them out there. But
yeah,
he needed to just cut back on the inside instead of taking Bunce on. You know, rather than instead of trying to go around him on the outside, he just cut back on the inside. But he just... chances are a bit too much there, and he's given easy possession back to the New Zealanders.
Yeah, well, they're doing... It was a good run. They did what the Kiwis have done so far in this game, though, and they've just pushed it a bit too far. They need to really be perfect, the Welsh. They don't have the class to compete with New Zealand. So just play good footy. And Latrell Bolt, he's a rookie, he's young. He'll learn from that. As the Kiwis will have an opportunity. Bunce, oh my goodness, what a try. Johnny Columbus. Snicko Balbroa
exactly
points to the
needed.
spot. And the Kiwis have taken back the lead.
They needed to find points. They had way too much ball, and they just caught them out for numbers here. They just had no one on the outside there. Obviously got out to Johnny Columbus. Come back on the inside. 40 might have accidentally grabbed it short there for a second. But cuts back on the inside. Makes it easier for them. Damien Moana to convert. And New Zealand, they need to find points. They've had way too much ball for them not to score there. And eventually they find something. It goes back to obviously that error where the ball got thrown into touch. Another error where then Latrell Bolt ran down the sideline, and too many errors, and fortunately New Zealand eventually get back. You know, we got to that moment earlier where they put the grubber kick in and Wales at score. This is a totally different game of that try. You know, if they find something off that grubber kick instead of Thomas Wallace running 80 metres.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Kiwis have had all the ball down the Welsh end since that, and Johnny Columbus definitely flirting with it. I don't know if Damien Moana would have been happy with that dive. But they had ridiculous numbers on that play. Johnny Columbus was pretty much unmarked, and he had Hannah Broughton-Thompson on his outside as well. It was always going to be a try. You wonder if the Welsh are starting to get a little bit tired with the defence they've done. Yeah, I think there's just a bit of fatigue setting in for the Wales team.
Yeah, well, they had all the numbers infield rather than having really any players on the outside. I think they just weren't expecting them to spread it out so wide so quickly, and they just got it straight out to Columbus, and, well, 2-1. It's always going to struggle to stop anyone, let alone, you know, someone that's been around as long as Johnny Columbus, and he made it look easy in the end.
Yeah, and this has been a good set from New Zealand. After the points, they've made 60 metres in the set. I'll give it to Tyler Amatangi. I've got to say, I questioned the Amatangi to 7 call when it was made. That's a great tackle from Johnny Columbus on a very dangerous man. But Tyler Amatangi has been really solid. What have you made of him in this game so far?
Yeah, look, he's had a really strong kick game so far, Amatangi, in that 7 jersey. Obviously, he's a really quick player, really fast attacking the ball. I think it actually opens up a lot for Hugh Snow too, if he just runs in the line and opens up space for the likes of Hugh Snow and Chance Bunce. So I think it's a good decision there, and so far he's played well.
Yeah, 100%. Wales getting the 6 again on that play there, which they needed because they're in a bit of trouble. Even in this set, I mean, they've just barely made it, or not even yet made it out of their own half. They'll make it out here by the looks of it. Yeah, Wally Allen pushes forward. And they'll kick from inside their own 50 with about eight plays in that set. Luke Thompson will go down to the wing of Johnny Columbus. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Just makes the tackle. I think that's Alan Berkeley there. Canberra Raiders, halfback. And, that's not what you needed from Bunce.
Yeah, obviously, one of the leaders of this team who'll be disappointed with that. Just again, chancing our arm a bit too much. You know, you'd expect them to run over them here, New Zealand, but so far, Wales, they're just holding on. They won't go away from this game. And they have another chance here. That offload, risky one there. Ford might have also floated forward, but again, Wales, they have another opportunity here. They have to take it this time, but
Yeah, definitely. And they need to start taking their opportunities soon. I mean, we're 8 minutes away from the break. They need quite a few points in this one.
29.
Yeah, 29 points. So they'll need to score in this set, I say. And they'll need to score pretty much every opportunity they get. And they'll go out to Luke Thompson. He's looked dangerous in this game. Cody Ogg pokes his nose through. Probably shouldn't have offloaded there. Aaron O'Hare driven back by the lock, Kobe Johnston. He's set out to the right. Luke Thompson, a bomb. It's not really going anywhere. And Tatara Maxwell takes it. Not the kick selection there from Luke Thompson.
I don't think that was a really right selection made that entire set. It was a really flat set, to be honest, from Wales. They get the ball inside, 40, inside the 50-40, and they never really looked likely, if we're being fair here. They just sort of, went sideways pretty much the entire set, back and forth, without ever really going forward, it felt.
Yeah, and now suddenly we're in the Welsh half off 3 plays. And Bunce, gee, he looks really involved in this game. Good defense there from Ruben Mobbs to wrap him up, because Bunce could have made a big break there. David Barner takes his second hit up of the set. They're 33 metres out. Tyler Almatungi with another kick. He'll go down to the wing of Latrell Bolt, who gets a bit of space, but the captain's there to make the tackle. Good set from the Kiwis and good defense from the skipper.
Yeah, good tackle there from one. He's really leading from the front here so far. I think he's been, hasn't had probably as many runs as he would have liked, but I think he's definitely in defense. Has been holding his own a couple of times there, and there's a good tackle there on a very quick winger in Latrell Bolt, and that's exactly what the New Zealand side need from him.
Yeah, definitely. Now this game has started to come to a bit of a grinding halt, with both teams going set for set. What do you think this kind of play style benefits which team?
Oh, definitely New Zealand. Definitely New Zealand. They just Wales, look, I think in a general semi-final game, if this was just winner goes on, Wales, but I think the fact that they need to score so many points, they can't afford to keep doing this. They have to find something different, and that's a great run there from Bunty Kamola, who's probably been, just about the best player on the field so far. He's been absolutely terrific on that wing, making heaps of breaks, as now Blard has a good run there too.
And I'll tell you what, David Barner, since he's come on, he's touched the ball every second play, it feels like. Bunce tries again. He has been everywhere. His fingerprints have been all over this New Zealand attack, and he's very close to having a breakout moment, I feel. Thomas Wallace, he's met strong and driven back in the tackle. And Tatara Maxwell will go to acting half. Go to Kobe Johnston to lock down the short side. He fends off one. That's not a lock, that's a center lock one.
Yeah, Kobe Johnson, I think he's used to the days where he used to play in the outside backs a bit more as well. This could be
and hello.
In fact, they might not be.
And Jaden Garcia, he's got tons of room. Chance Bunce, make the tackle, mate. Garcia, he's crossed the 30. He's going to cross the 20 off one play. The bomb goes up from Hugh Snow. No one wants to touch it. Garcia, there's a minute and a half left on the clock. Wales. Wally Allen driven back in the tackle. It's strong from Kobe Johnston there. And my apologies, that's, I think, David Tiawa. The bald head made it look like a headgear. Alan Berkeley takes it up to 10 metres out. They've got a minute left on the clock. They'll get through this set. They'll have a chance for an attacking kick. Wally Allen sets to the left. Will they go down the short side? No, they'll go to the open side. Luke Thompson to Bennett. He's set to the right. They're out on the left. Wally Allen's ready. Mitch Riles and Michael Kremp. No, they go short side. Luke Thompson drops it cold. And that's not what you wanted. They had it set up to the left. Why did they go right, Lachlan?
That was just... Yeah, Wales need to be better there.
And at halftime, it's 10 points to 6. New Zealand lead. We'll see you in the second. Well, welcome back to SRL TV. We had a cracker of a first half. New Zealand lead the Welsh 10 points to 6. Wales, they need 29 points to make the World Cup final. Lachlan, what did you make of that first half?
Yeah, look, there's quite a few errors I thought in that first half. Obviously, New Zealand pretty a little bit disappointed they didn't score more. They had a lot of ball, and it took them, I want to say 3 sets in the line at one point to actually get some points on the board. Meanwhile, Wales, it's like they're just holding on. Their attack has been a little bit flat. I expect that they need to improve probably in around the halves and probably, their outside backs. But I think the big surprise, Jaden Garcia is having probably, I'd argue, a breakout game. He's been absolutely terrific to start this game, I feel.
Yeah, he's been amazing. 175 running meters. He's made 4 line breaks and a try. I said at the start of the game that I wasn't sure about the Garcia pick. Well, he's really making me eat my words. He has been probably their best player. As Alan Berkeley goes for the 40-20. He's got a boot on him. That's a huge kick. Alan Berkeley! What? Where did that come from, Lachlan?
I'm speechless right now. Alan Berkeley's just put out the big guns. He said, we're scoring 29 points this half, and we'll make it at semi-finals. But what a kick that was.
What? Alan Berkeley, short ball to Bennett. Eddie Oliver with the short ball playing. Chance Bunce is able to put him on his back with the help of Kausakow. Snicker's going to check it.
I thought we did this bunker just to breathe for a second.
What the
What a
hell?
start.
That's come from absolutely no. I was going to run through some stats. Never mind. Alan Berkeley had other intentions of getting this show on the road. Obviously stayed in the mines for a very long time. Maybe he should have been brought up earlier. What? Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's a massive play. But who was that? Barter?
Yeah, looks like it. Wow, Alan Berkeley, we put the mocker on him. Dropping the ball cold. that's a bit of the commentator's curse about that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't mock his effort, but, you know, he would have been a target after that kick. But I don't know, he had that boot on him. Usually when you're on a short side, like the halves, they tend to kick it down the short side.
Yeah.
But, you know, the vision to see Bunce was on his side, covering him. He just launched it across the other foot. Bunce had no chance of getting to that ball.
Not only just the vision, but the talent to do that. I mean, I'm a half myself. I would never think about doing that. I mean, I would try to kick it and go 15 meters.
Pretty go up the sideline.
Yeah. Yeah, so Berkeley, that's very impressive. And the Kiwis now, they've done sneakily well in this set to get down into an attacking position. And they shut down Latrell Bolt well. So Tyron Maxwell, good tackle.
Yeah, as they throw it a bit, and it's what we're talking about. Like, they don't go any forward in that set. They need to get their front rollers. They need to stand up here and just take a good run like that. Someone needs to do something in their forward pack, because right now they're throwing passes, they're going sideways, not really making any meters again. Fourth tackle.
Oh, there's Aaron O'Hare. That's what they needed. Yeah. Oh, I didn't need the offload though. Didn't manage to lose him too much. Luke Thompson's gone for one now. I think he's over the 40. It's got decent angle. Is it going to pull up? Oh. I think it was over the 40. I don't think that's a 20-meter tap. I think it's hit that corner post. Hit the line before the corner post, rather. Oh, I think that's over the 40. Just. And it's hit the line before the corner post.
Okay. Well, not the worst part. Not the worst place to turn the ball over, but gee, that was unlucky from Luke Thompson because it was a great kick.
Yeah, very good kick, and he just needed to take a step back before taking that one. Johnny Columbus down the short side. Very good run. He's had some very good ease with that edge. Just making breaks left, right, and center.
Yeah, Johnny Columbus is having a pretty good game here today. Just, you know, working. Obviously, said he's not getting overly involved, but he's been defending well. He's been attacking well, just doing his job. And exactly what the Kiwis need at the moment. Just players like him, just doing what they need to do to get through this game.
Yeah, exactly. And Chance Bunce, probably the Kiwis' best player in the first half. He makes a statement. Gets them into the red zone. They might put up a bomb here. Or they'll go grubber. Hugh Snow, it just dribbles out, and Cody Ogg cleans up the scraps. Just a little bit of lack of execution there from the Kiwis.
Yeah, look, it wasn't probably the greatest kick there. I mean, it looked alright, but it just never really looked like anyone was going to get to it. And obviously Wales now back on the attack. We won't see it on 40-20 attempt this time. We've gone over to 40 unfortunately. Jamie's halves. I don't know if I can kick that good. The pair of them, Thompson and Berkeley.
Yeah, well, Thompson, I kind of expect it from. Thompson's very good. Oh, they throw an intercept. But Berkeley, he has really worked on his game over the last few seasons and gotten to a point where he's a very good half. Obviously spent, I think it was 4 or 5 seasons at the Firehawks. Probably one of the most unlucky players in that regard. As Anthony Delaney takes a big run, he has been incredible in this tournament. Particularly that first game of the tournament where he ran, I think it was nearly 200 meters. He scored 2 tries and a try assist. So yeah, Delaney's been their big strike after half time. Get a chance with Tyler Amatungi here to put an attacking kick up. It's not quite deep enough. There's no one back. Sorry, there is Bunce there. Oh, Bunce, too easy. What am I talking about?
Yeah, if there's no one back there, Bunce will make sure there's someone back there very, very quickly, and he just, yeah, drifted back there, got through, a couple of tackle attempts, but he just broke them like it was nothing, caught the ball, and then just broke one tackle, broke another, all of a sudden he's in for a try, and New Zealand, I think that's the biggest lead of the night so far.
Yeah, it is. And Eddie Oliver there, I think I need to, when he comes back to the Broncos, I think I need to give him some coaching lessons, because that tackle attempt was not it. He kind of just gave up on that attempt. Need some better defense from him.
Yeah, well, he latched on and then he latched off very easily, so.
just a low effort bear hug. Put a bit of effort in, Eddie. Jesus.
Yeah, well, he's a Broncos fan, boys, so he's probably saving it for you, don't worry.
Razi will get us back underway. Goes down to Bunce. Had his fingers all over everything about this Kiwis attack. And this game is slipping away from the Welsh. The World Cup final is slipping away. And the Kiwis, I mean, I think that it would be pretty hard now to win by 25 points, Lachlan.
Yeah, well, they need to win. Now they need to score it on. They need to score like 36 points in the final next 29 minutes. I'm going to say it's not going to happen, but I guess you never know. Anything's possible.
Well, if you look at, like, biggest comeback in SRL history. Oh, my God, Tyler. Leave it to Luke and Alan. Holy. That's... All right. He's been taking lessons from me. What is happening? Lachlan, what's happening down there, too?
I think they're all taking lessons from you, mate, because no one really wanted to pick the ball up there, and they just... Columbus eventually got to it, then just took a run.
Is this,
maybe they're trying to give what was happening here. Maybe they want to make it interesting.
Should we check the Kiwi Sports Bet account?
Maybe we need to check the franchise. I'm not too sure, because...
For Welsh now, they'll have an opportunity. I mean, I was going to say that it would be the biggest comeback in SRL history is 26 points. So 36 would be quite a difficult ask in 30 minutes. But the Welsh now, they have a chance to try it. Cody Ogg picks up the loose ball, gets turned on his back. It'll be the last. Alan Berkeley set out to the left. I don't know if they're going to go to him. They'll go to Luke Thompson. David Tiawa is met in the in goal. And they'll get the ball back again.
I thought for a second he might have backed his way back into the field of play. That's a massive effort, but no. He is in the in goal now to drop out as they go long.
My apologies. I said the biggest comeback in SRL history is 26. It's 24. But still, that is even worse. 36 is a very big ask.
Yeah,
Michael Crimp with a bit of razzle-dazzle. Jesus. Riley.
Bit of pride now for Wales, just making sure we're trying to win this game. It's still winnable, though. Luckily for them.
Yeah, well, I think it's down to a matter of pride. And I mean, the Welsh people in the crowd, they'll want to see a win here, regardless of World Cup final status or not. As the captain, Jordan Lewis, he's going to push his way over. And he's got that down. Justin Monkey, he needs to go to an optometrist, because I don't know why he's sending that upstairs. Yep, very clearly down there. Kalsikow tried to make the tackle on his opposing number, but Jordan Lewis, the skipper, he does it for Wales. He wants to win this game for the home crowd.
Yeah, look, good little run there from Jordan Lewis. Just barging his way over. Hard to stop that close to the line. And finally, Wales get a bit of life back in them. Decrease the lead down to just a try once again. And yeah, I'll be happy with that, Wales. Obviously, a few little interesting things have happened this half. You know, obviously New Zealand scored the last try after two really good kicks from Wales, and then, well, whatever you want to call it, play with Johnny Columbus, someone decided not to pick up the ball, but yeah, Wales, they're back in it, 4 points behind. They can definitely make something of this, still, even if they can't make the final, and they'll be looking to play for priority in front of his home Welsh crowd.
Well, mate, I think that Johnny Columbus, when he picked that ball up, he should have just booted it downfield. He should have looked at what Alan Berkeley did and tried to replicate that one. Low effort from Columbus. He can do better than that. Come on.
Yeah, I think next time if Columbus picks the ball in the last, if he doesn't do exactly what Berkeley did, I'm gonna be disappointed. He should know better.
High effort from Columbus. Come on, man. Cody Hogg met strong in the tackle by Thomas Wallace. That's a very strong tackle. And the Whales working this out of their own end. 30-meter line. Arano here. Again, flat-footed. Oh, Luke Thompson. What are they doing? What has happened here? Lachlan. I can't make out
I think
what...
instead of playing, I think they're starting to get ready for the new game. They know that it's not going to matter soon, so they're all prepared to Rugby League 26 and retire.
I think a few of these boys need to retire. Oh my goodness, Thomas Wallace throws the forward pass. Damon Warner overruns his line.
Well, some things to do, some things never change. And I'm a forward pass on the short side from where I'm playing the ball.
Someone needs to get these boys some lessons, I think. This has been quite a fun game.
Yeah, look, well, Wales, they have an opportunity here. If they go down, make something off it, maybe they can still win this game and, you know, send Kiwis back home with their tail between their legs.
Yeah, well, they definitely can still win this game. There's 20 minutes left. And speaking of, the prop interchanges will start to come on soon. 20 minutes left. Only one try is Wally Allen with the offload back inside. Oh, chance bunts for the try saver. And then again from Kalsakau. Last tackle from Wales. Gets it to Thompson. There's the bomb. Trying to replicate what Bunce has been doing. It's Riles. He doesn't put the ball down as well. We saw it in that exact same spot with the Tyron Maxwell in the first half. And Rilesy put the ball down.
Yeah, look, that's disappointing. All he needed to do was fall over the line. Instead he caught it. Stood around, waited, and then obviously by the time he waited, the New Zealand defence got to him. I'm not sure what he was doing there. He just needed to place it down, and all of a sudden, they could have been in the lead here, but no. New Zealand have the ball back and they make the way outfield.
I tell you what, Lachlan. Kobe Johnston and David Tiawa are really confusing me. Kobe Johnston with the headgear, David Tiawa with the bald head. It's really confusing me from up here.
Yeah, I think they could probably make, you know, if you're just looking at it from just above, you'd probably think they're the same person.
Oh, Tyler Amatungi's kicked off 40-20 sneakily. That's a improvement. That's a crazy improvement.
I think Alan Berkeley's been teaching him some things.
in the break while Rousey was taking the goal kick, you reckon Berkeley went over and had a few words with him?
Yeah, he just wanted to helping hand. You know.
Quick chat. And the Kiwis now, they have a chance to put this lead out further. They'll go try to run the inside-outside play. Delaney, he'll be coming off shortly, 3 minutes. It's been quiet in this match. Tyler Matangi, short ball to Tiawa. The man I was just speaking about before, Thomas Wallace, in acting half. They'll go to Tyler Amatangi. It's a Hugh Snow. He'll take himself out on the last. It's not ideal. Who will go to half? It'll be Amatangi. Bomb. It's not quite deep enough. Bunce is under it. And he probably shouldn't have caught it. He should have sat back and waited for the tap back.
Yeah, I think he probably would have been disappointed. They probably wanted one of his players to come through and, you know, tap back from it. No one was there and he had to do it himself. Caught the ball, but, you know, waited for the captain to know all over him what he did. And Wales, they survived that. Now they have to get through this. They can't make an error here. Yeah,
no, definitely. Especially as we're starting to wind down and get closer. If they want to win this game, then they're running out of time. The clock is their enemy. They've still got time now, but time is a valuable resource here. Do we see another 40-20 attempt? Luke Thompson set up for it. It's been 40-20 central. Luke Thompson is a good kick. It's not quite going to have the distance.
Not quite as good as Alan Berkeley earlier, but trying the same thing. You know, shooting at crossfield.
So I've been impressed with the halves in this game. We see very often in the SRL where the halves don't kick well, and I think, we saw that with Tyler Amatangi.
Then he kicked the 40-20, so...
Then he kicked the 40-20. So, big effort from the halves here. They've been kicking well in this game.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think overall, the halves have definitely been kicking really well. You know, a few little things that they probably could improve on. You know, a couple of bombs going straight, but overall, definitely one of the better kicking things I've seen, you know, in a game in quite a while, from all the halves involved.
Anthony Delaney has come from the field. He's Kalsikow will come back on at lock. Michael Crimp. Oh, Bunce with the tap. That needed to. That was a try saver there from Chance Bunce. That's huge from the veteran.
Yeah, it was massive. They just need to use the stairwells. They can't. They have to go up the middle. Don't go sideways. Unless you go to Crimp, which will make a break.
Yeah, Crimp's the exception. Oh, Garcia, what a game he's having. Tyler Matangi manages to just hold on to him. Eddie Oliver, he looks left, he looks right, he'll go right. Luke Thompson to Lewis. The captain, he's had a good knock. He's come back on at lock now. Let's see, it's going to be Berkeley. Okay, he just thought he could do it himself. I mean, he is a big boy, but I don't know if you can beat Kalsikow and Thomas Wallace in that.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, Berkeley probably needed to put the grubber kick in there or put a little, bomb up or something, but running it there just wasn't the right option, and unfortunately, they handed over. Yeah,
well, I think you said it earlier in the match, but again, that's not necessarily a bad spot to turn the ball over, especially if they can defend well. Right here, Damon Warner with the offload to Hugh Snow. He dummies. No one's fooled by that. Eddie Oliver missing.
Surprised Eddie wasn't fallen. To be honest.
So Tyra Maxwell's going to get on the fun. And that's more like it. That's what we like to see. SRL kicks. Johnny Garcia. And the Wales will have a full set inside the Kiwis 30. Wally Allen, he's met strong by Tioa and Johnston. He'll just enter the red zone on the second tackle now. Garcia, he could have taken him on himself. He poked his nose through. Alan Berkeley takes a hit up. Again, that big body half. He's really dangerous running the ball. Ewan Mayava on debut tonight for Wales. That's the first time we've seen him touch the ball. Berkeley just flat-footed. He takes another hit up, takes himself out of the last play, which honestly, after the last fifth tackle option, not a bad idea. Jordan Lewis is going to try instead. He gets the offload to Tutafa. He was through Tutafa. Why did he grubber it? And Kobe Johnston will make his way out of the in goal.
Yeah, he was running away, grabbing it. They run it and they get tackled. They then run it, get through, and then they kick it. So, a few things going on this game. I think the boys are just ready to pack it up almost. They're ready to go in Rugby League 26. They've had enough of this.
Tutafa, he could have put the Welsh in front.
If you can have that moment again, I think he'd probably just dive over for a try, but, wanted to go for the little, Brasman has a little trick play there and it didn't come off.
Yep, and the Welsh, they're running out of time now. I mentioned it about 10 minutes ago that time is a valuable resource. They've got 8 minutes left on the clock. They need one try. The Kiwis, it's just a matter of pride now. Undefeated so far in this competition. If they get over the line, the Kiwis, they will have won every one of their group games.
Yeah,
the Welsh.
29 points in 8 minutes for them to make the final ball. So
I think it's still possible.
Could happen.
I think we're still on. Wally Allen with a hit up.
Because that means my multi gets up there with my 29. So hopefully they find something.
And that's not good for your multi, Lachlan. Have you got any cash out left? Is cash out down to 20 cents? You might want to take it while you got it, mate.
I hope not, because I'm going all in.
Damien Moana with a good run. We'll go to Kobe Johnston. I mean, they just got to run this game out now. They're up by 4 points. I mean, a try would put this to bed. Damien Moana pokes his nose. He beats Garcia. Oh, a desperation tackle from Eddie Oliver. That's much better defense from him. Thomas Wallace to Snow. We'll send it to Johnston. He'll take a settler. They're 3 meters out. Wallace out to Moana for the crash play. Put on his back. The Kiwis, can they put the nail in the coffin? Hugh Snow's set up to the right. Drops it cold. Jordan Lewis is in space. Beats Bunce. He's got only Johnston there chasing him and he's dragged down. Good recovery from Jordan Lewis.
That might change the game. They might be able to find something off the back of that.
Yeah, definitely. They'll be on the front foot. As Garcia, what a game he's having. I've been so impressed with Jaden Garcia.
Yeah, he's been really solid now. It's Og makes a bit of a break here.
Oh, Cody Og.
Oh!
Is that going to be 6 more? No. How has that happened? How has that happened? Isn't he thrown it into the... He's thrown it into bunts, no?
I thought he threw it into bunts, came off bunts, and it should be play on.
It should have been. And Eddie Oliver had space. A bit of controversy in this game. Justin Monkey, like I said earlier, got his eyes glued on. Oh, and they give away a held in tackle penalty.
Monkey's probably going to have be pulled into the ref's office on Friday night, because that's just not good enough there.
I think he's got the googly eyes. Like, he's got googly eyes stuck on his, over the top of his eyelids. Getting a bit of rest after playing a very strong State of Origin series with Queensland, obviously 2-0 up going into Murray. He's got a big flight ahead of him to make it to Sydney.
To this game.
To be fair, right? We do too, Lachlan. I think we might be on the same flight.
I was planning on swimming back, to be honest, so...
You're going to swim back?
Yeah.
Oh, Bunty Cambolo now. Can he put the nail in the coffin? Oh, I thought he did there, Garcia.
They're not going away, Wales. They're not going away here.
They're not. They're fighting for every last second. Hugh Snow to David Tiawa. He's going to get close to the line. He'll be pulled down by Luke Thompson just short. Almatungi, grab a kick. Hugh Snow's chasing through. That's it. The Kiwis, they're into the World Cup final, and they'll do it in an undefeated group stage.
Yeah, brilliant little play there. Just a rubber kick through. Hugh Snow, he always competes. Probably doesn't get his credit he deserves sometimes, Hugh Snow. But just as always, he always is there. And when there's a moment for something big to happen, he's there and he just jumps on it. And he, locks the game up for the Kiwis. And Wales, they tried hard, but they just didn't have the star power, I think. Had Riley Flynn have been there today, I might have made the difference, but it just wasn't good enough.
Yep, Riley Flynn and Jacob Morrison both selected for the New South Wales team, sorry, not New Zealand. And that really might be the difference tonight. They put up a good fight. They had lots of heart in front of this home crowd. I'm sure every fan here tonight will go home proud, fighting with one of the best nations in the world. It's been a solid performance from the Welsh.
Yeah, the other games, they kind of, the Kiwis blew them off the park, but here, Wales, they stuck with them through the whole 80 minutes, Like, it just wasn't good enough. They just fell short.
Yeah, definitely. Really big what if around Riley Flynn and Morrison. And maybe just a few what ifs around execution as we see another poorly executed play from the Kiwis. If they were just a bit more on their game tonight, the Welsh, potentially they could have got it done. I don't think the 25-point win margin was ever in the question though.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not. The Kiwis know off their game tonight too, and they still won by 10 points. I think whatever team they play next week, looking likely it's going to be Samoa at the moment, but I'm kind of sure. But I think, yeah, look, it's going to be tough for them, whoever it is, because they're such a good outfit from New Zealand.
And we'll get one last play, and it's fitting that it's Jaden Garcia with a step. He's been great tonight. You see Snow and Tyler Amatungi embrace. The Kiwis have got it done, managing to beat Wales, England, and Ireland in Pool B. They'll have a chance to win the World Cup now, and then go on and take Australia next Monday. We'll have a look at some of the stats. Lachlan, do you want to run us through it?
Yeah, look, obviously, try scorers for New Zealand. Bunt's got a double, probably close to the best player in the field. Was involved in everything. I think the only try wasn't, I didn't have a handle, was the very last one. Obviously, Hugh Snow and Columbus both grabbed the try. And then obviously for the Wales, Lewis and Garcia steady up when it mattered most, but it just wasn't good enough. Wales only made 10 more tackles than Kiwis. I feel like the Kiwis had a lot more than that, but it was only 5% more. And overall, 18 errors. There was just a lot of errors involved for that, I think. That's probably where both sides probably let themselves down. If the Wales make a lot less errors, they probably win the game. If the New Zealand make a lot less errors, they probably flogged them by about 30. So,
Yep.
That's really what cost both teams in the end.
Yep, completely agreed. And I think it's interesting that both teams had 26 sets. You don't really see this even of a split in the SRL. There's usually a team that has a dominant possession, but this game was really good. Both teams had a fair crack. We'll move on to individual stats. Jaden Garcia, what a game he had. 269 running meters, 7 line breaks, a try. He was definitely their man of the match. Jordan Lewis with a strong captain's knock as well. 16 tackles, 0 missed, along with 180 odd meters, 1 try himself. Crimp was strong as well. Not much from the props that came on. Ruben Mobbs and Daniel Punch only playing 19 minutes and running a combined 6 meters. I think that could have been something spoken about as well. I think that they misused Mobbsy and Punch. What do you think of that, Lachlan?
Yeah, I mean, 20 minutes. I mean, I would have probably expected more minutes given to them, considering how experienced those two are. I mean, it's not good enough, to be honest. Even with those 20 minutes they had, the pair of them should have done more. I mean, 6 meters between them in 20 minutes each, so 40 minutes in total is just, it's just not good enough.
Yeah,
it could be better than that.
7 missed tackles from Hayden Mellett. I feel like that was a big point in this game as well, was how easily the Kiwis were making meters through their kick returns. Mellett will want to forget about this game very quickly.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. They usually put centers, like if they're putting a second row in the centers, it's usually for defensive reasons, but Mellett just got found out there. Just got 7 missed tackles. I mean, that's, it's not what you want to see from him, is it? I think Bunting, he would have been Bunting and Bolo stepping, and he made him. It just made it look too easy for him.
Yeah, and I think as we move on to the Kiwi stats, we'll see why Mellett missed so many tackles. If you want to run us through these, Lachlan.
Yeah, look, obviously Thomas Wallace, obviously hookers get run for a lot of meters, but obviously that's close to a 100-meter run. Early on in the game. Obviously Moana, 230 meters. I didn't realise he was involved that much. I felt like he had a bit of a quiet game. He still run for 230 meters. What a knock there by David Moana. And Houston, I mean, 4 errors. He probably had a few errors that he would like to take back, but he still kicked for over 200 meters and had a very solid game. 4 bunts might have made the meters that he did. He still had, obviously, still had 150 of them. Like, it's nothing to discover about it. It just felt like he was involved in everything. But 7 line breaks, a try assist, 2 tries. Can't knock his efforts. And obviously, Kobe Johnson in the middle getting involved. And Bunting and Bolo, I think it was the place that passed him, only made 3 line breaks. Felt like he made more. But, 151 run rate is a very strong performance there once again from him. And so I think the impact of some guys, obviously, Rock Minor not running for any meters, but, look at some of their bench forwards. David Barner 35 meters in just 18 minutes. Philippo Good only played 40 meters, still ran for a solid 60 meters, which isn't too shabby on the 2 line breaks. And I think overall, they'll be happy enough New Zealand with their performance. Obviously, a few errors that they'd like to take back. Obviously, Houston having 4 is not ideal, but I think they'll be looking forward to the final and improving on their little links in their arm that they showed this week.
Yeah, and on your point on Damon Moana, you mentioned that you didn't think he was very involved. It's because at halftime, he only had 61 run meters. Very strong second half from Damon Moana, racking up 150 meters in that left second row position. He really put a captain's knock in. He's put a captain's knock in this entire tournament. Playing in that second row position as a half, it's unorthodox for sure, but he's seemed to make it work.
Yeah, I also want to put out between both the second rowers, they both had they didn't miss a single tackle. They made a combined total of 34 tackles and didn't miss a single one. So that's definitely something they'd be happy with.
Yeah, that's something they'd be ecstatic with. I mean, second rowers, especially that right second rower, David Tiala, 22-0 missed. I mean, that's your defensive second rower. You want no missed tackles there, hopefully. And they've done a good job with that.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I think they'll be very, very happy with that.
All right, well, thank you for joining me, Lachlan. It's been a wonderful time here in Wales. It's been a wonderful time here on SRL TV. Me and you, we got to get on a flight. You got a Mines State of Origin tomorrow. I got a State of Origin tomorrow. We got to make it to Sydney, bro. Let's go.
Don't mind me swearing, but we better run.
All right, see you later, guys.